everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and once again, it's Monday afternoon, and it's Insurance Talk with Priest Insurance. You know, 2024 is winding down. A lot of people are at home, a lot of people are getting ready for Christmas and other things, and we've made it through hurricane season.
Yeah.
But now's the time while you're at home and it's slowed down a little bit to really look at what you have, what you've changed over the last year to kick off 2024 and make sure you have the right insurance. Dan, you're doing an addition or changes.
Make some changes,
in
yeah.
your house. Let's use that as an example on what the insurance people need to know from that standpoint, because a lot of people go in and they'll remodel a kitchen, or they'll put new cabinets in, or they'll put crown molding up, or maybe they make a patio onto a home, you know, add it on as a bedroom. Let's talk about what you need to do, because you're doing an addition in your home that's already there.
Yeah, it's a remodel. It's not really addition. It's just changing the way the house looks up a little bit and some things that are going on. So that's a great thing. We've talked about end of the year stuff and reviewing and the importance of it, and I'll just kind of tell you what's going on in my world right now.
Okay.
So as the end of the year, we start projecting, or I do anyway, about what's going to happen next year, and that is budgeting, right? And part of that budgeting is insurance, so that requires a review. And did anything get out of order? So for us, we take a look at that house, and I will go in and we'll do a replacement cost estimation on the home, review the insurance, make sure we're within these things called a co-insurance requirement. So one of the things that we're doing is adding something that will upgrade the value of the house. So that has to be adjusted in the amount I insure the house for, right? We will review other carriers that we have that will insure the house for the homeowner's insurance part down here, and we do that often. Okay. Sometimes we know generally where we need to go because markets change, and we just move things around or leave them still. It's time to review for most people, myself included, windstorm and flood, to make sure we're insured to value there. As our houses get a little older, there are things that need to be added that may not have been needed at the beginning. And so nobody wants to pay more, so are we willing to self-insure a little bit more of that with deductible? There's no rate changes this year with wind, so that's not really much going on. And then look at flood, because there are, of course, the carriers that we have in flood, and there's private flood options as well. Do we need excess flood on top of what FEMA offers if you have a FEMA policy? So that's beach. And what is our liability? Have I changed the occupancy of the house, which we haven't? It's still where we live.
Right.
But for some people it is. So all of that needs to be reviewed. I'm just talking about our beach insurance stuff,
Not
right?
counting about your house.
Yeah, if you have one, not out count. And
home.
how is that liability extended? Do I have additional occupants in the house? We've had cases just this week of people doing really some crazy things with their auto insurance. It's like they could be 30 years old, and brothers and sisters are still on the policies and their spouses have separate policies, which creates huge problems.
Right.
And it's oftentimes with insurance, we think, because it's a necessary evil for most people, we think that we're doing it right, trying to save $1, but you're really creating such problems for yourself. There's a way to do that correctly, okay, and still not be cost prohibitive. And it's so important to avoid a problem with insurance. So do take that time out now to review what's going on, to take a look at the cost of insurance, because it does tend to go up, and we're in a time right now where insurance rates are really pushing.
Right.
And talk to us. We'd love for you to talk to us. Talk to your current agent, and look at those options about what you need to do. Whether it's the beach, whether it's the homeowner's away, whether it's we're changing occupancies, be insured correctly. And we don't know that without you talking to us.
And be honest.
Absolutely.
Because I've heard some war stories about where people weren't honest about their house or something, and it'll catch up to you.
It does.
And it may catch up to you when you really need it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would have been honest before, it would have been taken care of. So
We talk about this thing a lot. We get caught up with auto insurance or home insurance, okay? And we get caught up in the physical asset of it. And it is, I've got my new car, and it may cost you $40,000, $50,000, but I want to have a X amount of deductible, or I've got this beautiful beach house. I wanted to insure it correctly, but I really don't want to pay for that additional insurance if I'm going to rent it, right? So we're want to help you solve that problem. But you know what? If you have a $50,000 car, that is a recoverable loss.
right.
If you have the ability to have a beach house, it would hurt you, but it is not an infinite loss. If you get in a car accident and hurt somebody, or if you have an accident at your beach house and you're not insured correctly, that is a loss that will.
Oh, it'll haunt you forever.
It will, and it will never go away. It'll cause you not to be able to sleep at night, the stress, and financially it can ruin you. So our approach is, yes, I want to protect.
Me.
I want to protect the asset,
Yeah.
but I want to protect the things that we don't really always think about.
Right.
So talk to us, talk to your agent about, and I urge you to use that approach.
Okay, great. Well, we talk insurance every Monday at 4 o'clock here on Bolivar Live with Priest Insurance. Have been for, I guess, a year and a half now. Sometimes we're on the beach wishing we were fishing. Sometimes we're in the studio, but it's always about insurance. And it's usually catered around the coastal region, whether you're in Beaumont, South Houston, Kemah. And so it's a great show to watch, and the great part is you can see it on Bolivar Live TV anytime. In fact, you can go back 8 weeks and see our shows there, and then you can go to our YouTube channel and see all the way back to where we started. So, Dan, thanks for joining us
today.
Thank you. Hope everyone has a great year. We're winding down 2023, and I'm looking forward to 2024. How about y'all?
Absolutely.
Great. We're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Priest Insurance Agency has been located in the heart of Lumberton, Texas since 2001, providing a consultative approach and educating customers on how their insurance works for them throughout the coastal region of Texas. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal region of Texas, covering home, auto, business, and recreational insurance. With ties to the coastal communities, Dan Priest has had the sand between his toes since 1972 with a home on Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County. He survived a storm named Ike, but lost his home. With insurance coverage, his family was able to rebuild following the 2008 storm and continues to make memories beachfront. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal communities, family dwellings, investment property, and business insurance. They've been there. Whether you're looking for or have a family retreat along the Texas coast, investment property, or a business, Priest Insurance would be honored to work with you and your family to make sure you're covered anytime trouble arises. For more information on Priest Insurance and their contact information, please visit their website at www.priestinsuranceagency.com, or their office is open for phone calls with questions and consultation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. by calling 409-755-7600. Priest Insurance Agency, working and educating customers, making sure they understand and have the coverage they deserve.